your favorite co-hosts for the Con Hour, CJ Peterson. We're going to have to try this selfie style today at Tyler Comic-Con. I'm here with Mr. Scott Smith, and he is...
with Impressive Inks.
Impressive Inks. He has a serious ton of shirts. Tell us what we got here.
Well, we only have 157 with us today.
Only 157.
We decided to be lazy and only bring out half the supply, so...
Gotcha. Now, you have a really cool thing that I just heard you say. Somebody had one of your t-shirts on, and what did you tell them?
So what we do is, we're the only place that I know of that does this. If you wear one of our shirts that you've purchased at a previous show or at the same show, if you wear one of our shirts to our booth, you get $5 off your next shirt.
And how much are your t-shirts?
One for $25, two for $45, or three for $60.
Okay, now if they're not here, but they want to order another shirt later, do you have a website?
Yes, impressiveinks.com or teeimp.com. That's teeimp.com.
Cool. Now, okay, anybody who knows me knows that Tenet is my favorite, and look what I found. That's one of my favorites. So, you know, we'll see if I can con him into one later.
You know, we'll see.
Anyway.
I'm cheap.
Hey, it's your favorite co-host for the Con Hour again, CJ Peterson. I'm here at Tyler Comic-Con, and I'm here with A.L. Waddington. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Now, you're an author. Can you explain to us what you have, what you write, all the way through, including there is some on the little risque side on the other side?
These are young adult fiction, kind of the Twilight, Harry Potter genre. And they're more paranormal mysticism, living on dual planes of existence.
Oh.
Part of the books are like split between the 19th century and the 21st century.
Very cool.
So they're more high school and up. I have a lot of adult readers that love them. So
and then what's this chessboard?
this is our my husband painted it. He likes
No way.
to dabble in a lot of Marvel and DC comics, and
Very cool.
yeah, he's very into that. So we've kind of
Now-
thrown that in with our business.
Disclaimer, because this is PG, I'm just going to say that her other ones are adult fiction, and she writes under Savannah Mars.
No, that's she's one of our featured
Oh, okay.
authors for
You're
Scarlet
still run
Publishing.
under
Addison Winters.
Addison Winters. So
Yes.
for those who are interested in them, go ahead and do it. But because this is PG, I'm not going to show those. I am going to show these over here. So thank you very much for
Thank you.
taking a few minutes to talk to me,
appreciate it.
and we'll catch you later for a few more. See you later at Tyler Comic-Con. Hey, it's one of your favorite co-hosts for the Con Hour, CJ Peterson, here again. We're doing Tyler Comic-Con selfie style. Well, I'm here with...
Long with Lieutenant Nurse Station or LT Nurse Station.
Awesome. And could you tell us what you've got here?
I got a bunch of masks, artwork, mask and artwork. As you can see here, I got the Infinity Gauntlets, and also got a little daycare running right here with these two. That's my
Everybody
son,
wave, hi.
and that's a stranger kid, but it's all right. But I also have artwork over here. This right here is my most popular one. The Threat Level Midnight.
Nice.
Yeah, from The Office.
So do you do these?
No, I don't. I actually have one of my friends that actually does. He's based out of Illinois.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What else do you have over here?
Actually, I have some Wakanda necklaces, some Doctor Strange glow-in-the-dark stone, and I also have my pride and joy. These are Harry Potter wands, in which, not that you can tell or anything, but they're the best on the market. They got some really good weight to it with a metal core on the inside, as you can see.
Oh, they do.
And notice the ones I picked up first. He's just a misunderstood bad guy, okay, guys?
I don't know about that, but you know, he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
So what else do you have over here?
I got military stuff, such as like a vest that you can actually put Kevlar plates in it later on.
Nice.
Knee pads and other stuff. Also, one of my best sellers is the Tokyo Ghoul mask. Yeah.
Now, all of this stuff is on your website too, right?
It is.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I like your hat. You need to let everybody see your hat.
Lieutenant Nurse Station.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Long, for a little bit of your time.
Thank you,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
And stay tuned for more interviews here at Tyler Comic-Con. Your favorite co-host for the Con Hour, CJ Peterson, and I'm here with Ricky from Would Your Meme. Correct?
Yes, that is
Awesome.
correct. Would you
So
mean-
I'm over here talking to Mr. Long, who's across from him, and I saw this really cool stuff over here. Could you tell us a little bit about it? And I do understand that you have a special, so you need to make sure to mention your special.
Yes, we do. So this is our DM for Dungeons and Dragons. This is our DM starter pack.
Be
So if you
careful,
look
the
on this
Dungeon
side-
Master is always listening.
That's very true. So this side here, we have minifigs, we have trees, we have landscape packs. We're trying to basically create a more affordable entryway into Dungeons and Dragons. And so we're going to be giving away 2 of these packs this weekend. 2 full packs. So for every $10 spent at our booth or our artist friend over here,
Which we're going to next.
for every $10 spent, you get entered into a raffle to win. And so we're going to give away 2 full kits with the speaker, with all of the different pieces, and it's quite a deal.
This is
We're having
like
lots of fun.
D&D next level. I'm just saying.
Yep.
So
Yep.
what else do you have?
So we also have signs. We basically put memes onto wood. That's where we got this.
Oh, got it.
Wood your meme.
Ah.
Yeah, we do signs. We have drinkware, shot glass holders, wine bottle holders, everything. All the shot glass and wine bottle holders are made with local Texas wood.
Nice.
We have catch-alls for your nightstand. We have coasters. We have earrings. We have
Oh,
everything's
my
made out of
favorite
wood.
little guys.
Phone holders. Yep, these are phone holders. So you can they're quick. They break down easy. So they pack flat in your backpack.
Sweet.
Yep. And we also have keychains, which are also phone holders.
Oh, that's handy.
We drop our phones a lot, so we have to
Yeah.
find a way to keep them. So yeah, that's that. We have more D&D paraphernalia over there. We've got dice rollers. We've got dice dungeons for when your dice misbehave.
Well, let's go
You
check
gotta have a
over
place
there.
to put
Let's
'em.
let's move our way over there.
Yeah.
But see what all they have over here? This stuff is like super cool.
Do you want me to take it?
She just needs distracting.
Yeah. So these are dice dungeons. So when your dice misbehave, you put them in there, and it makes you feel better.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah. 95% of the time, they roll different.
95% of the time they're all different. Is that what you said?
Yeah. We're the only company that guarantees that 95%.
Train them dice to work right. Just saying. So check this out. Okay, what is this? This is cool.
So these are our foam dart launching. We're not allowed to say Nerf for
yeah.
copyright reasons. These are our foam dart launching ballistas. So you pull them back, you set it up,
Don't hit anybody.
and then you go this way. Ready? Here we go.
Do we know where it landed?
Way over there.
Hopefully you didn't hit anybody. Well, thank you so much for keeping it a treat to talk to.
Absolutely.
And we'll be heading over to this artist shortly. Until then, catch y'all later. Your favorite co-host for the Con Hour again here at Tyler Comic Con, and I'm here with artist Terry Veneto, and guess who he's an artist for? These guys over here that I just talked to a little bit ago. So Terry, what do you have here?
So I have just kind of a mixed bag of things. We got right here artwork done for a tabletop card game called Varia.
Nice.
Right here, here, and here. These are artwork done for a D&D 5th edition module that was, it's called Crystal Corruption.
Nice.
So it's unofficial. Someone did like a Kickstarter, did their whole thing there. This is a DM's guide cover for a sci-fi version of D&D called Arthadian Anthologies. Obviously we got good old Omni-Man here from Invincible. And then over here we got a couple of Star Wars pieces, some Scout Troopers and some Death Troopers. And then right here, I won a thing on the Angry Joe show. It was a runner-up piece, so I was like top 3 for his Ghost of Tsushima art contest. So.
Nice. Now you were starting to explain to me, how do you do these? Because they kind of have a 3D effect to them.
Yes. So essentially what I do is I'll either model in ZBrush or Blender, build the scene, get a render done for the scene, and then I'll work on the paint over and like overlays and all that kind of stuff, like post-process editing in Photoshop.
Nice. Well, how can people find you online?
So Instagram is Art of Terry Veneto. And then my ArtStation is probably the best one. It's just, if you go to artstation.com and search TL Veneto,
Okay.
or my website is terryveneto.com.
Nice. Well, thank you, Terry, so much for talking to me for a little bit today. And check out your interview a little bit. Until then, heading into more Tyler Comic Con. We'll see what else. Hey y'all, it's your favorite co-host for the Con Hour. I'm here with Mr. Sam Delarosa. For those who are watching the Con Hour, you remember that Mr. Matt Hawkins was talking about him. So howdy, sir.
Hey, how's it going? Good to be here, Tyler, Texas.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I'm just a comic book artist that has worked for Marvel and DC since
Just a comic book artist.
1982. So I worked on every character except for Deadpool. So all the guys you see in TV and movies and all that, I got to work on their comic books.
Sweet. Now you actually pencil these, right?
Well, in some cases I inked it. In other cases I penciled over layouts or breakdowns. So all these books have some of my work in it.
Now some of these are really cool. If you notice these Venom ones, they kind of got like a holographic look to them.
Yeah,
I love that.
In the 90s, they produced a lot of books with special effects. Some with shiny covers, others with embossed covers, some with glow in the dark covers. So it was an era of a lot of specialty covers.
Very cool. Well, how can people find you online?
It's pretty easy. I'm on Facebook. It's artist Sam Delarosa or samdelarosa.com, or just Google my name and you'll come up to my 2 sites. Easy.
Sounds pretty easy to me. He just has some really cool stuff.
I got a lot of comics, even pops. I sketch and sign on a lot of pops of characters that I worked on in comics, so that's
So
been
now,
very popular.
if they get a comic here, can they get you to sign it and everything?
Yeah, so people can bring me an item to sign. I have an autograph fee. It's $10. The only time I charge more is with this special book, but
Which
$10
is
for
really
an
cool.
autograph. I also take pictures with people. I ask for a $5 donation. It goes to my YMCA, so people can take pictures or get an autograph or buy something from me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate it.
Glad.
And stay tuned, y'all, for more interviews here at Tyler Comic Con in Tyler, Texas. Catch you later. Hey, y'all, it's your favorite co-host one of your favorite co-hosts from the Con Hour, CJ Peterson. I'm here at Tyler Comic Con, and guess who I happen to run into? It's Mr. Ben Dunn. Welcome, Ben. Could you mind telling us a little bit about yourself, what you do, including the fact that he has a Netflix series coming out? So check it out.
Hi everyone, my name is Ben Dunn. I started the Antarctic Press in 1985. I created a comic book series called Ninja High School, and I started the Marvel Mangaverse. And I also created the character known as Warrior Nun, which is currently on Netflix.
Very cool. And how many seasons do you have of that? Just
We have 1 season so far. The 2nd season is being shot in Spain. It should be wrapping up sometime this month.
Very
and then
cool.
it goes into post-production.
Now, how long have you been doing comics? Because you're the actual comic artist. I see he's actually, I'm going to show down here, he's actually doing one right now. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been working professionally since 1984.
Wow.
And I've been doing it ever since.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your success. Super excited for you.
Thank
We're
you.
going to take a quick look at your comics.
Sure.
Like I said, here at Tyler Comic Con, we have lots to look at, including some very cool comic novels as well. And these guys are thick. So what gave you the idea for Ninja High School?
Well, I'm a big anime and manga fan. I like the Japanese, what is called gonzo comedy stuff. So it inspired me to want to create sort of an American version of that. So that's what started Ninja High School.
Nice. So if people wanted to find you online, how would they find you?
I have Facebook, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr. I also have a DeviantArt site under Dog Supreme.
Nice.
And I also have a website, BenDunnComics.com.
Awesome. So, and you spell that? BenDunn. Well, thank you, Mr. Dunn. I appreciate a few minutes of your time here at Tyler Comic Con. Stand by
pleasure.
for more. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Favorite co-host for the Con Hour, CJ Peterson again here. I'm here with Mr. Brett Mitchell, Tyler Comic Con man himself.
Hello.
So he's the one that's running this sucker.
Oh, don't blame me.
Well, we have a lot of cool things. Like I said, we have to do the selfie style, so I'm apologizing ahead of time. But tell us a little bit about a couple things. First of all, what was it like creating and doing everything for Tyler Comic Con as the coordinator?
Yeah, well, it's really difficult this year because a couple years ago when I did it before, we had it at Harvey Convention Center, which they tore down. And since they tore it down, we didn't have a convention center to bring it back to. So the first thing and hardest thing was finding a place and a date to have it in Tyler again.
So you're out of your step of the normal, this is what we go in, this is how we set up. So you have to
Right.
basically redo it all over.
So I had to start over with that sort of thing. And of course, with the COVID stuff going on, everybody knows what that's like, and it's changed what we expected. And how we have to do things.
Awesome. Well, he is not only the coordinator of Tyler Comic-Con, but he is also Mr. Brett Mitchell of Mitchell Studios. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Mitchell Studios is this artwork you see behind me and in front of me and all around me. And it's artwork by both me and my daughter. Julia Stroud does half the art, the better half of the artwork. I do the lesser half of the artwork. And anyhow, together we're Mitchell Studios.
And you have some really cool stuff. This one, I saw you actually building this a couple different ways on Facebook. You kind of put it up in steps.
As I was working on it, yeah. But I drew it out on the canvas and then I just painted it slowly but surely.
Now, this one, is this the... Hey y'all, it's one of your favorite co-hosts for the Con Hour here at Tyler, Texas. And I'm here with
Danielle McDonough.
Danielle McDonough, who is the author of some pretty cool looking books over here. Would you mind telling us about them?
Absolutely. My books are young adult dystopian fiction, so they're similar to like Hunger Games, Divergent, The Giver, that kind of thing. The first one is about a girl who thinks she lives in this perfect world, but then an event is announced called The Trials, and that's where people determine their leadership. However, when she starts training, she begins to uncover a lot of secrets and realizes there's some dark mystery surrounding her people's past. And it makes her question everything she's grown up believing. So it's a little bit of a coming of age story, but there's lots of action, adventure, and mystery, all kinds of stuff in there.
Awesome. So how can they find you online?
You can find me online at my website, which is thelegacybookseries.com.
Awesome. And how many books do you have out in this series?
I have 4 books out, and this is the complete series, so there will not be any more. It's just 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, and what's after this?
I've already started working on my next book series, which is going to be a 3-part fantasy series.
Ooh, pretty cool. All right, Danielle, well, thank you so much, and y'all, we'll catch you more in just a little bit. Bye. Hey y'all, it's one of your favorite co-hosts from the Con Hour, CJ Peterson here, and I'm here at Tyler, Texas. We're doing stuff selfie style today. So this is with Mr. Matt Cole.
Hey, how's it going?
And Matt has a really cool comic going on here, and he also brought his, little friend to go with him. So can you tell us about your little friend?
Yeah, my name is Matt Cole again. I'm part of Improbable Comics, a brand new indie comic book publishing company, and this is our first series called The Glopple, issue number 1. It's about an unlikely hero that rises up to find his purpose. It's kind of like a Frankenstein story. He was an accident that happened, but if you love Ninja Turtles, if you love Mega Man, you will love The Glopple. All of my stories are also, the setting is in Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Yes. So
yeah.
How can they find you online?
Improbablecomics.com, or you can follow Matt Cole for Real on Instagram, The Glopple on Instagram, or Improbable Comics on Instagram.
Okay, and what's next?
Issue 2 is coming out February 2022, issue 3 summer of 2022, and I'm already working on a video game and possibly a movie. So.
Well, thank you for talking to us today, Mr. Matt, and we will catch you all soon for a little few more. I'm CJ Peterson for the Con Hour. Hey y'all, it's your favorite co-host, well, one of your favorite co-hosts for the Con Hour. I don't discredit my other ones. We're here at Tyler, Texas, and I'm here talking with
Beth Howard
from Wild Designs, so you can see on her face mask. And Beth, I was walking by your table, and she's got some really cool stuff. I'm going to turn the camra around.
Yeah,
can you tell us what you've got? Because you actually make this stuff.
I do. I create everything from art cards that are all originals, one of a kind. I do prints. I have hair clips, jewelry of all kinds.
Including rings.
I try to do a little bit of everything.
So did you draw these?
I did indeed.
Very nice. And you actually make like these earrings and everything?
I do. Most of them are resin. I do a lot of resin work. And I also work with mussel shells to create these scale earrings.
Very cool. Now, for people who want to find you online, how can they find you?
I am at Wild Handmade. It's WILDE, handmade.com. And I am Wild Geeks on pretty much everything.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
Thank you.
Stand by for more interviews at Tyler Comic-Con. See you later. And yep, we're still here at Tyler, Texas at Tyler Comic-Con. And I'm here with author Michael Scott Clifton, who happens to be my co-anchor on Book World. So, hi Mike, how are you?
Doing great.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about your books.
Well, I write science fiction and fantasy. I have
I have a fantasy series called Conquest of the Veil, of which the Open Portal is book 1. And I also have 3 individual standalone books. The Treasure Hunt Club, the Janus Witch, and Edison Jones and the Anti-Gravity Elevator.
Awesome. Now I happen to know a little bit about these books because, like I said, he's my co-host, so I know a little bit about him. He knows a little bit about mine, and I know the Open Portal is a little bit of a fantasy sort of thing, and there's a unique twist to it. She starts off in this world and ends up going to the world of Meredith, is it?
Parallel world of Earth where magic has replaced technology, yes.
Now, the Janus Witch is kind of an experiment, kind of like the whole nature versus nurture sort of thing.
It's about a medieval witch who's part of a violent coven who slingshot through time to 21st century East Texas, but the passage leaves her with no memory of her previous life, so she doesn't know that she's a witch. And then she meets a young man and falls in love with him. That's the exact opposite of the way she used to be.
Aha! Now, the Treasure Hunt Club, which is his first book, is kind of a unique twist. You always told me it was a mix between...
If you took the Goonies and crossed them with Indiana Jones, what you would get would be their child is the Treasure Hunt Club.
Gotcha. And then Edison Jones
is a science fiction book about a 7th grade boy genius who invents cool stuff, but he also overcomes his disability of being paralyzed from the waist down.
Awesome. Now, how can people find you online?
They can go to my website at www.michaelscottclifton.com, or they can go to Amazon.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir, and stand by for more interviews. We'll see you later. CJ Peterson from the Con Hour here at Tyler. This is one of your favorite co-hosts from the Con Hour, CJ Peterson, and I'm here with Mr. Aaron Roberts, who's a voice actor. And we have to mask up when we talk to these guys, but he's still willing to talk to me. So, please introduce yourself, tell us who you're a voice actor for, etc.
Hi, I am Aaron Roberts. I am a actor and voice actor based in North Texas. I am the voice of Uta in Tokyo Ghoul, the voice of Kamui Woods in My Hero Academia, and I am the voice of Benimaru in Fire Force, and I'm the voice of Klaus in Black Clover.
Busy guy. Awesome. So what's next for you?
I've got a couple video games that I've done some work on that are going to be coming out this year. The immediate future, I'm about to have my first child.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Probably in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Like real close.
If she goes into labor, I will be leaving this convention.
So glad I got you today.
That's right.
So people want to find you online. How do they find you?
You can find me at AaronRobertsOfficial.com, or my handle for all social media is at Aaron Roberts Yes. Not Aaron Roberts Reyes, not Aaron Roberts Eyes, but Aaron Roberts Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your time, and thank you for talking to us.
Bet.
Stay tuned for more interviews from the Con Hour with CJ Peterson here at Tyler Comic-Con. One of your favorite co-hosts from the Con Hour. We have to yell over the loudspeaker here at Tyler Comic-Con, but we're going to try. I'm here with voice actress Amber Lee Connors. Hi, Amber.
Hi.
Can you tell us who you are a voice actress for?
Yes, I voice Eno in Guilty Gear Strive, Pete in Attack on Titan. Oh yeah, I will show. Yes, so Eno in Guilty Gear Strive, Pete in Attack on Titan, Miss Joke in My Hero Academia, Brandish in Fairy Tail. Yeah, and like Toy Chica and Five Nights at Freddy's and all kinds of other stuff.
Awesome.
Yes.
So what's next for you?
I guess like excited to be here. If anybody, what just came out is Cookie Run Kingdom. I voiced Fry Cookie.
Nice.
And that's its video game. So yeah, just doing work, playing games. Everybody's been so nice at the con. Yeah.
So if people want to find you online, how do they find you?
Yes, just my name, Amber Lee Connors. That's my Twitter, my website, www.amberleeconnors.com has links to everything there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking a little bit of your time today.
Yes.
And stay tuned for more interviews here on the Con Hour. I'm CJ Peterson, one of your favorite co-hosts. We'll see you later from Tyler. Favorite co-host for the Con Hour here at Tyler, Texas, and Tyler Comic-Con. And I'm here with
Jonathan Miller.
And
Jonathan Miller Art.
Jonathan Miller Art. I was walking through here and I saw some really cool designs. Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, this is all my artwork, and it's just stuff that I really love, and things that I enjoy. So if you see a piece here, I'm a fan of it. Any other questions about the art? Like, I'll be happy to answer there.
Now, how does this work? Because we talked earlier, are all these penciled out? Because I have an illustrator. Davy Jones is my illustrator from Charmy's Army. And he illustrates my children's books.
I know Davy. Davy's awesome.
He is.
I love Davy.
And he does his all starting with pencils. And then he scans it in, or then lines it, and then scans it in and all that stuff. So can you explain your process for me?
Oh yeah, my process varies. Sometimes I start with pencils. Other times I start with a rough in Procreate on my iPad Pro. So it goes from pencils, I'll scan it into the computer, get it in Photoshop, start color there, or digital inking. Or I'll print out the pencils as blue lines and ink traditionally, and then scan those back in and color them in Photoshop.
Nice. Now, so you actually drew physically all of these?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, now how can people find you online?
J Mylar Art on Instagram.
Can you spell that?
That's JMYLARART on Instagram, and Instagram has links to all my social media and my website.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today, and stand by for more videos for the Con Hour. I'm CJ Peterson at Tyler Comic Con. You have to bear with me. I've been up since 5. So, Con Hour, CJ Peterson here at Tyler Comic Con in Tyler, Texas, and I'm here with Mr. Artist Matthew Weiss. And we're going to talk about his art. His art has a little bit of an interesting twist to it. We were just talking about before we started today. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, my art style is like realism. I do the focus on the pencil portrait underneath. And I'm trying to study off of Alex Ross, so I'm just trying to mix the two together in some way. So I form of a cosplay portrait type of style and an Alex Ross form,
now,
resembling close.
We mentioned beforehand that some of these are people who wanted to be cosplayers, so you kind of put their face on the cosplay costume.
Yeah, put the outfit on the person.
How did that come about?
Well, that came about as studying from the great Alex Ross, because he mentioned, break things down to the fundamentals of the human form, and just work with the shape of the anatomy.
Gotcha.
And make it classical, make it a costume.
Awesome.
So that seemed so striking to me, so I applied it to his way, so I was like, you know what, I've been doing pencil portraits for like ever. So, yeah, I started mixing the two.
How can people find you online?
You can find me on Instagram, Matthew Weiss Art Book. I'm on Fine Art America.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to talk to me today. I'm CJ Peterson from the Con Hour here at Tyler Comic Con. Stand by for more. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Nursing home. I'm Robin at 80.
Hey, this is CJ Peterson, one of your favorite co-hosts for the Con Hour here at Tyler Comic Con, and I'm with Mr. Deacon Bill Necessary. And he is today in his Robin cosplay. Sometimes you can catch him as the earlier Batman, and I believe there's a Superman one in there too, isn't there?
1950 Superman and the Lone Ranger and Zorro, the Phantom, all kinds of what I call old school cosplay. Classic heroes.
So he and I, along with one other person, are going to be the cosplay judges later. 4 o'clock. We get to judge today and tomorrow. Today we're doing the 13 and up or 14 and up?
I think so, 14 and up, yeah.
14 and up. So gonna have lots of fun. We'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Check it later for Tyler Comic Con. CJ Peterson in the Con Hour. Your favorite co-host from the Con Hour. I'm CJ Peterson. I'm here with Stephanie and Justin, and look who they have with them. So can you tell us a little bit about Baby here? Because this is different than the one that we saw at Comic Palooza.
Yeah, so this is actually Bella. Bella is the only screen-used, fan-owned supernatural card
No way.
that was ever on the show.
For real?
Yes.
Nice.
She was used in the Bloodlines episode of season 9, which was season 9, episode 20. They were doing a backdoor pilot for a spinoff that they were trying to do that was going to be called Bloodlines and based out of Chicago. Because it was going to be based out of Chicago, they wanted to film in Chicago, and so they needed a car that was in the United States, and they contacted us to see if they could use ours.
Nice. That's really cool. So what all do you have down here? Because you have, like I said, you have different stuff than the other one did. So can you kind of
well, I think every fan built replica car kind of has their own collection. For me personally, I like to track down a lot of the original antique and authentic items that were on the show, so that's where most of my stuff comes in. I spent probably over 1,000 hours of research when I was doing the restoration and finding all of the props for the show. So, you know, I like it to be as authentic as possible. So I had a lot of things that, you know, were custom made or that I tracked down that were original. You know, everything from Bobby's flask to, you know, the Purgatory blade, the first blade. It's all here pretty much.
Okay, I forgot to ask the other group, but has Sam and Dean actually seen this vehicle?
They drove it. This was,
That is cool.
Yeah, so when this was screen used on the series, it was actually driven by them in Chicago.
Very cool. That's neat. Well, thank you so much. For people who want to find you guys online, how do they find you?
Yeah, so we actually have 2 pages on Instagram. We got locked out a while back, so we've got Supernatural Car Bella and Bella a Great Thief. And I'm Desert Rose Cosplay. I'm the owner, my fiance Justin. So yeah, he's Beardo Cosplay as well.
Awesome. Well, can you take us like a little quick tour of it, interior and all that
definitely.
stuff?
So obviously you already found the weapons cache.
Of course, that's like, you know.
We have the beautiful interior. And if you flip this open, the Army Man is still inside. I don't know if you can see it, but...
Army Man? Not sure if I can see it, but
oh yeah.
We'll
and
try.
Then after the musical episode, we saw that the Samulet got put on the mirror. So hopefully we got it. Yeah, Dean's jacket also. That's another thing that we've got. We offer with the photos is that you can wear Dean's jacket or hold any of the weapons.
Nice.
We do charity fundraising for that at every convention. So right now we've been raising money for the John Wayne Cancer Foundation, which is Jim Beaver, the guy who plays Bobby. It's his favorite charity.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And we'll be back later as judges. We're going to be judging the cosplay. Stephanie and I, and the one we just saw before her, Mr. William Necessary, will be judging as well. So we'll see you guys later at the Con Hour. I'm CJ Peterson. See you in a bit.